Anytime NASCAR drivers pay a visit to a weekly short track, it's a guarantee the place will be packed. That was the case on Thursday when some national stars were on hand at Williams Grove Speedway for the Ollie's Bargain Outlet Battle at the Grove, which benefited the Casey Kane Foundation. Although they were there to support the charity, they were also there to compete. Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, and Casey Kane were suited up and ready to face a contingent of grassroots racers at the Grove. Busch, who finished second in last year's late model race, drove a backup car from Jason Covert's team. Kane and Stewart would pilot their own sprint cars. In the late model race, DJ Myers in the 70 machine would beat pole sitter Scott LeBaron to the line and grab the early lead. On the second lap, the 1 of Jeremy Miller, 27 of Jim Yoder, and 43 of Jason Covert would go 3 wide off of turn 4 in a battle for 4th place. When they got sorted out, it was Covert with the position. Farther back, Busch, who started 14th in the yellow 18, is running just outside the top 10 with Jeff Ryan to his inside. By lap 9, Gary Stoller in the 7 car has taken the lead away from Myers. On lap 18, Miller and Myers have to contend with lap traffic as they jockey for the 4th spot. The 20-lap race went caution-free with Stoller coming home the victor. LeBaron, Myers, Miller, and Covert round out the top 5. Kyle Busch finished 11th. In the 358-360 Sprint Car A main, Kurt Michael in the green and white number 5 took the lead at the start of the race, with Darren Pittman following him to the outer wall. On the bottom, Pat Cannon pulls even with Pittman and will grab the runner-up spot as they dive into turn 3. On lap 13, Cannon has caught Michael and attempts to take away the lead on the low side, but he pushes high, almost collecting the 25 of Aaron Ott, who had just taken 3rd away from Pittman. But Ott powers by as they head down the backstretch. Ott keeps it on the bottom through 3 and 4 and is able to just pull ahead of Michael for the lead on the straightaway. A couple of laps later, here's some great racing for the runner-up position. Cannon moves from 4th to 2nd in less than half of a lap. Meanwhile, Tony Stewart is running 10th after starting 9th, and Casey Kane has moved up to 11th from his 20th starting position. After a late race caution, Ott is able to hold off Cannon and Pittman to secure the win. Here's the talented 18-year-old driver in victory lane. Following him across the line were Cannon, Pittman, Michael, and Mark Smith. Kane finished 10th, and Stewart fell back to 11th. Now on to some more sprint car racing. This time we take a look at the 410s in action at Port Royal Speedway for the 4th Annual Jim Nace Memorial event on Saturday night. At the start of the 40-lap feature, Brian Monteith in the 21 would cross the line first, with the 7M of Mark Smith settling into the 2nd spot. A lap later, it's another number 7, this one of Chad Layton in the Middlesworth machine, taking 2nd place away from Smith. By lap 11, Monteith still has the point, but Layton is slowly reeling him in as they negotiate lap traffic. That's when the caution comes out for Greg Hodnett, who was running in the top 5 at the time. On the restart, Monteith has the advantage of having the lap car Rick Lafferty between himself and Layton. Although Layton gets by Lafferty, he is still several car lengths behind Monteith. On lap 17, the yellow flies for this incident involving Justin Henderson in the blue 35, along with the 55 of Mike Wagner and 16 of Cliff Bryan. So without a lap car to contend with, Layton has a chance to challenge Monteith on the restart. Instead, the Edge once again jumps to a considerable lead. A couple of laps later, Stevie Smith in the number 1 goes to the inside of Mike Erdley to take over the 4th spot. On lap 30, Pittman comes to a stop to bring out a caution. Under the red flag, crews are allowed to refuel their cars. However, the lights go out in turns 1 and 2. Coupled with a medical emergency in the infield, racing was halted for about 45 minutes. So Layton has another shot at Monteith. Once again, Monteith opens up a lead on Layton. In 1 and 2, Layton runs the outer groove while Monteith holds to the bottom. Layton closes in on the 21 going down the backstretch, then shoots low in turn 3 to take the lead. Layton held off Monteith to collect the $15,000 winner's check. Congratulations, Chad, on a crazy night here at the races. Now, Monteith got some really good jumps on you. You had opportunities to catch him, but he stretched it out. What happened on that last restart you were able to get around him?
Well, I mean, I can't say enough about the crew and this car. You know, this Middlesworth car is just fast, and you know, we had 45 minutes there to ponder what the outcome was going to be, and you know, of course, my thoughts were what the outcome was, but you know, I definitely had some doubts there. I wasn't sure that was going to be able to happen, but you always got to, you know, play the perfect game in your mind, and it worked out the way that I was hoping that it would. You know, just on that red there, we did have a tire going down, and you know, we plugged her up and made the best of it.
So were you thinking strategy all along during that red flag?
Yeah, I was thinking strategy. That tire don't bother me none. I mean, that's not the first time that's ever happened. That's just the way that is. But I was thinking strategy. I knew that the last couple restarts he burned me pretty good, and I knew that I couldn't allow him to burn me the way that he did if I wanted to have any chance of winning that race. And boy, things really played in our favor. I was able to keep up with him on the restart, and you know, going down the backstretch, our Don Ott motor was just running real good, and J&J chassis working super, and can't say enough about it. I mean, everything just worked perfect. It was great.
I understand they were putting some epoxy, body putty, something in that tire. Were you just waiting for it to go down?
No, I wasn't waiting for it to go down. If it's going to go down, it's going to happen all in one shot. I try not to think about that stuff. I have one objective out there, and that's not to worry about a tire going down. It's to get the car to the front, and you know, if anything's going to alter that, that's not, you know, that's in God's hands. That's not up to me.
Mark Smith, Mike Erdley, and Ryan Taylor came home 3rd through 5th in the event. Some people left during the lengthy delay. Maybe they thought the Edge was going to dominate the last 10 laps as he had the whole race. Chad Layton gave the fans a memorable finish to the night. Up next, we go back to Williams Speedway with some exciting and controversial finishes. That and more here on Pit Pass. Stay with us.